Good morning. I'm Kris.
And I'm Jeannine.
Welcome to the Fiber Tree.
Yeah, it's us again.
I forgot who was supposed to say it. Sorry.
So,
Oh, excuse me.
April 27th.
My allergies have struck.
I'll tell you what.
Sorry.
It's
Hello, rain.
Rain, hot. We have 30-degree swings
Yeah, I know.
in temperature.
From here to here, I feel that desperately.
Yes, so we tape ahead of time, so we may be in the throes of warmer weather, sunshine, flowers popping up all over the place, birds singing. Who knows? But hopefully by now, yeah.
God, I hope so. What day is today, technically?
27th. April 27th. Yes.
I'm officially not doing anything.
There you go.
Ugh. I'm going to be so bored this week.
No, you have stuff to do.
No.
What do you mean
Not
no?
fun stuff.
Well, it's fiber art stuff.
No. No, like I got nothing.
Oh, come on.
I got nothing. I got nothing. Gross.
It's been.
Oh, maybe I'll spend the week spinning.
Because,
that would be good. I could do some art yarns for Sue
Yeah.
for the spring.
You've got stuff to do.
Okay. I forgot about that. See, sometimes you need your friends to remind you that, no, there's things you can do.
There's things you can do.
Yeah.
And that's
I just can't be around people.
right.
That's what I'm not allowed to do.
So hole up in your home and in the studio and do the things that you can do there.
I can spin.
You can spin.
I can spin. I can dye more fiber. Sue will be happy about that.
Take your spinning wheel out on the back deck and sit there and...
That sounds wonderful.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to the goats.
Yes. Yes. So what's on the schedule?
All right. So Wednesday, April 30th from 5 to 8, we have
The Bunnies.
the Bunnies in a Meadow. Now this size sheet is half a sheet of what we sell in the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, even though it's down at the bottom, you could actually put that sun higher in the sky.
You can add some clouds.
You can do anything you want. You want to add a little tree. You want to add more flowers.
Oh, I would put a tree coming up. Nice.
A cute little tree right on.
Yes, a cute little tree right over
Lives
here.
right over there.
All right, Bob. Accent and everything. Perfect. But yes, that sounds wonderful.
So this one is fun. So it is beginner friendly. April 30th from 5 to 8.
Awesome.
Regina will be teaching this. This one's cute. This one's
Mhm.
adorable. So there's that one. And then we're into May. I know. So May 3rd is a Saturday from 10 to 4. Now I found out the first time we did this that we need an all day. So
that we need an all day.
we need an all day. So the first group
Did we not schedule an all day the first time you did it?
No, I did not. But they
Oh.
all planned on being here all day anyway, so which was
Well,
good.
thank goodness.
So what's nice is they got all the background done and they were working on these. They didn't finish.
These take a while, though.
They didn't finish for the
No
show.
matter how fast you are,
Right.
those twisties, like, they
Once-
just take time.
Once they got past the center guy here,
Yeah.
everything else went really quick.
Yeah.
It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
But
You don't realize how much time it takes to tie a bunch of knots.
correct. But it's fun. And they're like, well, didn't you time it? I go, no, I didn't, because I did it over a course of 2 days throughout the days when I was in here. So I
Right.
didn't really
Yeah.
have an idea of how
That
much
used
time.
to be my issue when I was writing patterns and
Yeah.
stuff, like, because I would do the pattern little bit by little bit. I go, well, it should only take us 3 hours. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
5.
This is a 6-hour class.
Yeah.
But they had a great time. And so May 3rd from 10 to 4, if you want to play. Yep. I can't reach the thing.
I know.
So,
it's okay.
4-inch pots will fit on here.
Yep.
You can get a couple of them on here or one larger pot. This is very sturdy. A lot of fun.
That's awesome.
This is a 16-inch board, 6 inches deep,
Okay.
like that, with holes in it. And
I love that.
this is so much fun.
This would look really cute in my spare bedroom because it's all bohemian
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
poster bed and the
Yep.
hippie-doo tree on the wall.
Yeah. So here's the plan. Great Lakes Fiber Shows at the end of the month.
Yeah.
They have a weaving competition. Macrame is part of weaving. I'm going to make one of these in a different color.
Absolutely.
So you can only do 2 macrame projects.
Yeah.
For that category.
Yeah.
But nothing says that you can't do household items, wall hangings. So it's very broad in general because it's the first year. So your stuff can go across a multitude of categories, which is kind of fun. My difficulty is, which one should I put this one in? So there you go.
I really wish I had time to do my macro weaving.
Oh yeah.
And I could do a wall hanging.
Oh yeah.
Next year.
May 3rd, 10 to 4.
Perfect.
All of these workshops, make sure you call and get yourself on the calendar for that event because there's a lot of prep work that needs to go into these. So just make sure that you do that.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday, May 7th from 5 to 8.
Is it the coo?
Is the hairy coo, better known as the Highland cow.
It's the hairy coo. Look at him, how cute he is.
2-dimensional, beginner friendly.
I love him so much.
It's another Regina project. That's cute. We have a lion.
He fixes bangs.
We have a lion at the end of the month. So same thing. So she's kind of gotten into these headshots of the animals. It's really neat.
Oh, cute.
So they're not just all 2D. They've got some 3-dimensional to them because of
his bangs.
The little details.
That Highland coo bangs.
Well, the sheep had all the locks that kind of stood out. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
This guy's my favorite. This is what I want at my house.
I know.
He won't let me have one.
Well, I can understand why.
I'm not allowed any more animals.
Oh, jeez.
But he's so cute. I love him.
So that's May 7th from 5 to 8.
Perfect.
And then on May 10th, which is a Saturday from 11 to 4, is this 3D needle felted Cardinal. Now this is Rufus. This is another Regina project. There is some armatures involved. There are some clay toes. So you've got 5 hours to get well onto this one, and then obviously you're going to take it home and finish it. You're not going to be able to finish it in the store. But
little feathers.
Yeah. So
a little fluff ball.
Little fluff ball.
Do you have a fluff ball, Rufus?
She was going to call him Elvis, but then she changed her mind and called him Rufus.
Rufus is okay.
We like Rufus. Cool.
We like
there
Rufus.
You go. And then that puts us at the second Sunday in May, which I have been told is Mother's Day, May 11th.
That will be May 11th.
So, yeah, so make sure you say hi to Mom.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your mom will be in town.
She comes in town on the 3rd.
There you go.
Everybody comes in town on the 3rd.
That'll be fun.
Which is why I think I'll come take your class, and they can all just sit in my house. No offense to anybody who watched this video.
There you go.
Just everybody's gonna congregate at once. I'm gonna be a little overwhelmed.
There you go. What kind of shows you got coming up?
So really between now and Mother's Day, the only thing going on is Maryland Sheep and Wool. Mm-hmm. We are not, saying this out loud so everybody in the back hears. We do not have a booth at Maryland Sheep and Wool. We have a fiber shop that takes our fibers. So our fibers are going to the show. They will be in Susan's Fiber Shop's booth, and Sue is going to be working the booth to help her out.
Yeah.
So that is our understanding, unless something changes between now and then.
Correct.
But we have a call with her on Monday, so
awesome.
We'll see. Yeah. So we have to get our ducks in a row and decide. Like she said, you'll have a wall. Which side of your wall? How long is your wall?
Yeah.
How much fiber fits on the wall? So am I bringing 40 braids for you, or am I bringing 200? I need to know. Inquiring minds. How much dyeing am I doing over the next week and a half?
It's Maryland Sheep and Wool. That's a big.
It is a big show. That's why
2 days.
So we have 2 complete bumps of Shanico.
Okay.
Set aside. In reality, that's 216 braids.
Okay. It's a lot.
It is. And we have a little bit more Shanico than that, because obviously we need to stock ourselves for our shows. So I really don't know what, I don't know. I don't know. She could say, oh, bring 40 braids of tweed, bring this many of your tencel, but the rest better be Shanico. That's great. How many colorways? And how many of each colorways? Like, that's what we're trying to find. Like, do you only want us to bring 10 colorways, but bring 20 braids of each color? Because for me, for something like Rhinebeck or Maryland sheep and wool, it's not about, I don't think it's about having 60 colorways and only 4 of each color with some backstock. I think it's about pick your 10 to 20 best colors and have 10 to 20 braids of each of those colorways.
Yes, because as people are walking around and sharing, they're like, where did you get that?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my thought, but obviously I've never done Maryland, so I don't. I've been to Maryland, but so we'll see. So Sue is going to. I don't think she'll make it out there like to help her set up and stuff, but I think she'll be there early enough Saturday morning that she'll be bringing the fiber to hang it up the morning of the show, I think, or she'll be dropping it off late on Friday. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, so our stuff will be there, and then after that, nothing till middle of May. So that's it. There's really not much going on because we just finished Frederick, which is always a great show. It's a one-day show in Maryland. Fabulous, fabulous. Sue had a great time. Her husband had a great time. So, and I think Sue's going on her own. I don't think because we don't have to set anything up. She's just transporting fiber in her car. Right. So no trailer has to go to Maryland. So that's kind of nice, you know. And then as far as spring season go, we only have 3 more shows for the spring after that, which is great. Yeah. Sue's probably very thankful for that right now.
Yes.
Very busy.
Yes. And so in the May videos, we'll be talking about all of those shows, including Great Lakes Fiber Show, which I will be at as well. So so that'll be cool. Now she may be at the video, she may not. It depends on when we schedule to tape the next ones. We might be able to squeeze that in so that she'll at least be part of the May ones, and then I will be doing by myself for maybe a month.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. We've done it before.
We have. You did it when we were trying to handle our first crazy part of the show season and didn't know whether we were coming or going.
Every weekend for like 2 months, I'm like, what about? Nope, can't just do it. I'm like, I gotcha.
It's a good thing. Listen, it took a bit to like learn how to handle working in the salon still, working in the barn, teaching here, trying to find time to dye. It was very overwhelming at the very beginning. It's not so overwhelming now because we're like, oh,
you kind of got a routine now.
Yes.
It's what
now we
second
understand.
Year?
Yeah.
Second full year. Yeah.
And now we understand fiber takes a lot of time. Yarn goes fast.
Right.
We can dye all of the yarn that we need for like a multiple shows in a course of 5 days. 4 or 5 days.
Right.
Sometimes a week. Fiber
takes longer.
We can only, like, our max output of fiber in a day is 88 braids. And that sounds like easy. It's not, because we can only fit 22 trays in the proofer, but then the entire next day is nothing but rinsing.
Right.
Like, it takes an entire day to rinse 88 braids, and you're rinsing. And you're rinsing, and you're like, oh my God, my shoulders hurt, my back hurts, my arms hurt. Oh my God, can I just be done? So sometimes instead of doing like the 22 trays, because we pounded it out where we had to do the 22 trays, sometimes we'll do like maybe 16 trays so that the next day we can come in, get it rinsed, and try to get another 16 trays in the same day.
Right.
So that, because you're just trying to like, it's just manual. It's physically exhausting. Like, yarn is not physically exhausting. It's mentally exhausting when you're like, wait a minute, did I do that color? Did I do this color? What color did I do? We had this new colorway that we did called oh God, what is the name of the color? Sporgite. SBORGITE. Sporgite. And it's really pretty. It's got like the black light blue and some lilac a little bit of soft tan and vanilla, and then there's supposed to be speckles on it. I was trying to like finish up clients and do stuff. Sue's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and dye these colors. That's great. Okay. And her first response was, wait, we already have those colors on ESO, which is our bulky. And I go, Sue, those are the colors we said to put on Sparkle. She goes, oh, duh. Okay, I'm going to put them on Sparkle. So she starts to put the colors on Sparkle. I finish up in the salon. I come into the studio and she goes, yeah, so I just left that setting. I go, what are you talking about? She goes, it didn't look right. I go, what didn't look right? She goes, well, I put because we have this color that we mix two colors to create the soft tan vanilla cream. So she had the yarn in the pan and she pours the soft tan vanilla cream over the top where it goes. And she goes, it looks really dark. Look at the picture. The picture of it doesn't look that dark. I don't know why it's that dark. And I went, okay, it's okay. We'll turn it into we'll figure it out. It can't be that bad. So I go over to the formula and I mix up. I was like, well, let me just fill in the rest of it at least, because she had used all the dye she mixed. So I mixed up the dye according to what we wrote down. I put it on the other yarn over here next to that. And I'm like, hey, Sue, come here a minute. She goes, yeah. I go, why is what you mixed so much darker than what I mixed? And she goes, well, I don't know. It's 0.25. I go, no, this is 0.25 per 100 milliliters. So I put 0.75 in 300 mLs of water. What did you put in your 300 mLs of water? I put 1.25. I go, that's why that's darker. She goes, oh, Kris. Well, I messed up the color. What are we going to do now? I go,
it's a new one.
I go, we're just going to make it up as we go along. She goes, yeah. And I went, okay. So she goes back to doing what she was doing. I mixed more of the color the way she did it. And then I walked around the barn and because like when we're mixing, we've got like 5 colors over here with an index card next to it for when those come back out of the proofer and we have to flip them. So there's still some extra dye mixed for the second round. I just went around and went, yep, that looks like a color I can put on this. Put it back there. Oh yep, that looks like a color we can put on this. That goes right there.
You didn't write them down.
Well, I did when I was done because I knew what I picked. But the funny part was Sue had 2 rows of dyes with their little things. And I picked up a color over here and I was like, so I put like navy on the bottom of it. And then I picked up this color that she had mixed called Deep Orchid. It's beautiful. It's like a purpley pink, whatever. And I put that here, but I left space between it. And I put that there and I went to the next row and I picked up the middle color because it kind of looked close to that Deep Orchid that I used, but I didn't think it was the same thing. So I made another row of that, set it down, went back over there and went, Sue, are you using Deep Orchid in both of these colors? She goes, yeah. And I went, so I had 2 rows of Deep Orchid. So I'm like, well, now what do I do? So I grabbed the black light blue and I just ran it in between each color that I did. And it created all these new purples. We wrote it down and I took a picture of it. It's an accident. It's one of the prettiest colors we made.
I love when I get a yarn off the wall that somebody buys.
That says ERR?
Yeah, it says ERR. I go, oh, this is an error. And they go, what do you mean? I go, you'll never see it again.
Never, if it's ERR, you'll never. This one got a name because I was able to write down what we did. So this one didn't have to be an error. We were so upset because there's 5 skeins of it I got 5 skeins in the pan. I do not need an error with 5 skeins. That's a very expensive mistake, guys. Trust me. Yeah. We had enough of those. I had a very big mistake with the colorway Formic.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, somebody brought a skein up, and I went, "Oh, this was a mistake." They go, "What?" It says ERR. They dyed it wrong. Yeah,
they picked up the wrong colors.
Yeah, she goes, "What does that mean?" I go, "You'll never see it again. It's a one-time deal."
It's got to go somewhere.
It does have to go somewhere.
Like it's got to go somewhere. We've decided. So, Black Swamp.
Yeah.
People at Black Swamp absolutely love our clearance. Like out of all the shows we do, they love when we have our clearance yarns. So we are going to, from now until next year, we're going to save our errors and our test yarns and things like that. And we're just going to bundle them up and we'll just always have a clearance rack at Black Swamp. I'm like, this sounds great.
But you don't do that at any other show?
So we put a very small clearance at Wild and Woolly because it's local
Right.
and that kind of thing, and they're colors that people have already bought from us. And they're like, oh, there might be one skein left.
Right.
So we do it there. But Black Swamp and Wild and Woolly are the only two places we put up clearance. We used to do it at every show. And Sue got a little frustrated because she was like, do they not like our new yarn?
Well, it's because you got the clearance out
I
there.
go, buddy, if I can spend $32 or $36 or $28 on a skein of yarn versus 12, and she's got 4 of that colorway, I'm spending $12 a skein over here on clearance. And she goes, well, then we're not going to have it at every show. I went, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Because she thought they just didn't like any of our new colors. I go, no, it's that I'm saving $20. $20 a skein.
Yeah.
When I could buy a sweater's quantity worth of yarn on a clearance rack, I'm going to do it all day long.
But the thing is, you guys are getting rid of those skeins
Yes.
because you're not going to do them again.
It's color. It's part of it. So most of our clearance stuff up to this point has been yarns that were discontinued by manufacturers that we can't get anymore.
The base.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't get the base anymore. So if I can't get the base anymore, why am I going to, like, it's not going to stay on my regular rack. That's not
Right.
fair to you as a customer, thinking that you're going to buy this now and, oh, I need one more skein later and I can't get it again.
Yeah.
Sad face. So they were all that. But now it's going to be like our errors in judgment, our 2 a.m. accidental dying. I mean, some of the mistakes are absolutely beautiful, but some of them we didn't write down and can't recreate. And, just...
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, that I told Sue, I said, you watch. That one mistake, I said, that's going to end up being our best colorway. Because I didn't have a plan. I just started pouring dye. Didn't map it out. Just went, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do that. And we're going to fill it in here. Then we're going to flip it and do the same thing. She goes, how come our prettiest ones are the ones we just don't think about? I went, I don't know.
Because you overthink the ones that you do on purpose.
Yes,
because you're like,
I do.
well, what does this color really go? Well, like you said in the beginning, you have to waste yarn in order to create
You do.
it.
You absolutely do.
So at least you have an
Yep.
outlet to get rid of those. Oops, didn't
Yep.
work.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna like
You know,
it.
and
To quote Bob Ross, happy little accidents.
Yeah,
we
happy
love
accident.
happy little accidents.
Happy
But-
accident.
And then a part of it is like throughout the time of dyeing, learning that putting dye on yarns in certain ways creates certain stretches of color when you're knitting
Yep.
and crocheting or weaving, and like trying to not, like, intentional pulling sometimes is okay, sometimes it's not, but you got to know which yarn does which, and we're still learning those things.
That's
Like,
hard.
it is way
'Cause-
harder than what you think
Because
it is.
people ask me, well, how's that going to knit up? I go, I have no idea. Sorry, can't tell you. I don't know.
Well, look at the manufacturer's website because they'll have a sample.
And a lot, sometimes they don't.
Oh,
And
they
that's-
don't?
that's
I
the
would think that they
problem.
would. See, we don't because we haven't wanted to waste a skein of yarn, but I think we've decided we're going to start.
Yeah.
We're going to start making samples, at least of our very popular sellers. We'll start, and it's not a waste. It's really not. It's an investment.
Well,
But
you have
it's
to look
just so hard to give up that skein of yarn to knit a sample.
right. So some of those other yarn companies, like the indie dyers, they'll create a sample, because samples are what sells the yarn.
Yeah.
And when they run out of that color combination, they have a sample for the next color combination. And they will take down the one that they're out of. They'll put the new sample up, even though it's the exact same pattern. It's a different color combination. And people will go, so where are those colors at? Oh, well, they're here. Well,
Uh-huh.
when they run out of that, they pull out the next one. I mean,
Yep.
it's a great way to promote what you have and to sell those colors and to see how they go together. But yeah, you have to get past that mentality of, I just wasted 3 skeins of yarn to create this beautiful piece that has mixed colors in it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're, instead of doing like full sample pieces, we're going to do swatching.
Yep.
We're going to do swatching, maybe some socks,
Yeah.
things like that, little things that we can put on a clip and hang.
And the thing is, you don't have to do the whole sock. You
Oh.
can just do the cuff, and
That's
that's
great,
it.
because if you think I'm doing the heel and the toe,
You don't need a whole sock to
no, we're not
do
doing
a
a whole
sample
sock.
of
I'm gonna do leg warmers.
how is this going to look.
I'm gonna do leg warmers. That's about everybody gets leg warmers. Sorry.
Fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves.
I can do that too.
Yeah,
I do little wristbands.
those are quicker. The
Yeah.
little wristlet thingies.
They're
But it's
lucky
just,
I'm not doing all my samples in DK.
it's just to give you an idea of, you know, how does that knit up in the
Mhm.
round in an actual project in sock yarn. Yep, should be socks. You know, and the thing is, most knitters will understand doing this in a small. That pattern is going to be different if you're doing.
Yeah,
this.
most people do understand.
Most people
that.
understand that.
They just want to see how does it work up
Correct.
in general. So
Correct.
yeah, samples are a pain in the butt.
They are, but it's what sells.
I know.
It's what makes it.
I know.
Where's
So
the
one
sample?
of our samples that Sue did, the camisole, it's in our colorway called Biata. Lord have mercy, we cannot keep it. We cannot keep that colorway
Yep.
in our callus. And callus, just an FYI, it's alpaca and silk, so it's 70-30,
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I remember correctly. It's an expensive yarn. It's $36 a skein.
And
I
you
know.
need-
Not because I want it to be $36 a skein, because it's expensive to us. Trust
right,
me.
Right. Well,
it-
it's because of what it is.
Yeah. So it's $36 a skein. So like you don't necessarily expect people to get 4 and 6 skeins of something that's $36 a skein. In Ann Arbor, I'm in the barn. I can't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. I'm in the studio. I'm working on dyeing stuff and setting up our board because Sue was texting me, hey, we have this on the rack. We have this on the rack. I already know we need to dye this. Put it on the board. So I'm like getting the board ready for when she comes home from Ann Arbor so we can drop into dyeing. She calls me. She goes, hey, how do I do a special order? I'm like, what do you mean, how do you do a special order? She's like, well, you do special orders at shows. I don't know how to do a special order. I'm like, okay. So I'm like telling her how to walk her through doing a special order. There were these group of women. There's like, I don't know, 4 to 7 people all making this camisole now. Biata, completely gone. Lima, completely gone. And this one lady, she's like, well, I like this color over here. And you know the color, it's called Palace. It's the golds and the greens and the yellows with the speckle. Can you make that in that base? Sue goes, well, I bet she can. Let's ask her. She goes, can you make that? I go, yes, I can. She goes, okay, we need 3. And I went, okay. I go, just sell her 3 and we'll write down the special order right now. She's like, I don't know how to do this because I'm the one that's always handled when somebody wanted special order. So, but yeah, it's amazing. Like, I didn't realize that a sample would sell so much, or we would just always have 20 skeins of Biata hiding in the back.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Even with the commercial yarns, the colorway that the
sample is
that the
in?
vendor sends me that is knit or crocheted into a sample for that new line of yarn is the colorway that goes.
That's what I did with that up there.
Yep.
When I
that's
made
what
that,
everybody
I
does.
did the sample.
Yep.
I did the sample colors in that, and I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that.
So yeah, it's the sample colors, and it's like you always you start
Mhm.
with 2 bags of, a lot of times they're like, we don't know what color it's going to come in.
Right. Right.
Like, what do you mean you don't?
Right.
So you do what you know,
do what you
and then I
think.
go, yes, I can get more. Please let me just order a whole bag so you have
Yep.
all the same dye lot. Yeah,
Oh,
that kind of thing.
absolutely.
So
Well,
yeah.
in North Carolina, one of my customers, she does sample knitting for people, but on knitting machines for any
Mhm.
dyers. And she goes, so I want you to pay attention to something. And I went, okay. She goes, when you're doing your shows, pay attention to what you're wearing and what color people are buying. And I went, okay. I'm like, this is fabulous. I can control what people buy based on what I wear. It actually holds true.
Yeah. So I get customers who come into the store and they're dressed in whatever they decided to put on that day. they walk into the store, those are the colors they're buying.
The psychology behind all of it is amazing. I know we're rattling on, but
yeah,
like it's amazing.
So,
but
yep,
yeah. So I will try to be here for taping
for the May ones.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting going.
Yeah.
Yep. So
perfect.
Thank you guys for everything.
Listening to our rambles.
Longtailknits.com, alchemy.com. You can find us on Facebook, the Blue Fiber Tree on Facebook, and on YouTube. Share with your friends, like and subscribe, please.
Absolutely.
You subscribe, click that notification bell. I think once you click subscribe, you're automatically on that notification bell, and you'll know when we post the next videos. We do them on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month. And then anytime we post anything additional, you're going to get notification that we put something else up there. Okay?
Absolutely will.
Yeah. So you guys have a good one.
Absolutely. Wish for warm weather, please.
Yes, and we're going to say...
And lots of sun.
And we're going to say Happy Mother's Day now because...
We might miss it.
We might miss it. No, because the next one is Mother's Day.
Do we... Oh, we air on Mother's Day
next time? We air
on
on Mother's Day next time.
Oh,
but
happy
okay.
Mommy's Day to us. I mean, and you. We'll see you
All right,
guys in 2 weeks. Take
We'll
care.
See you. Bye.